I'm Chad Sparks in the community. And today we are truly in the community, a business that espouses community in a little town called Warrensburg, Illinois. And today I am with a lady that is all about community. Every time I come here, I'm reminded of how many people could benefit from coming to your business. Wanda Timmons, welcome to In the Community.
Thank you very much.
We are at the perfect pair. We are here in Warrensburg, Illinois on Route 121. What we want to do today, we're with Wanda and we want to introduce you to this great business. We're going to really introduce you to a lot of things that happen within this very large, expansive building, which opened when?
We opened in May of 2012.
What spawned this whole idea, Wanda? Because this is a big venture.
Well, it was, and believe me, what we started in 2012 has turned into something that was never in the plans. Megan had my daughter. The original perfect pair were my daughter Megan and myself, and she is more think through everything. Let's think before we act, and I'm more like, let's just get it done. And so that's where the name The Perfect Pair came out of, is our relationship. And she had a salon within the building, and I had a painting contracting business, and I was going to paint furniture and we were going to sell it. And that's what started The Perfect Pair. And it's so much different than that now.
I want to talk quickly about what you guys do here, because there's a lot going on. What would you say primarily is your aim and goal? Because I know you said it's all about experience.
Yeah. And when we really did some research and actually within ourselves, my staff and I, to come up with what we were doing, what our why was, what is our main focus? Because there's so much going on here. To focus on any one thing, it's like we needed to define what that one thing was. And our why was, it's all about relationships. That's one of our hashtags. And how do we sell that? Mm-hmm. And so we even changed our logo to a shop, laugh, relax. So coming up with our why and what we're doing, and, for all of us, from our vendors to our employees, to focus on creating an experience that our customers, love, they want to share, and they want to come back for more.
When we come out, and as Dawson Wikoff Funeral Directors, all about family, all about community, locally owned, locally operated. We search for businesses like yours that are all about community, and you see it when the people walk in. As you said, they come in with a smile on their face. They know your employees. They know exactly where they're going, and I find that to be really interesting, because here in Warrensburg's not a big city. But when they come in, they espouse these very things. They do shop. We watch them. They're always laughing. And we found it to be very relaxing when we came in here today. It was kind of like I took a deep breath and was able to just kind of soak into the experience.
Yeah, and that feeds us all. I mean, to be able to provide that experience in the times right now where you don't get that everywhere.
No.
And
right.
You need a uplift sometimes, and we like to be that place to come.
Tell me real quick, how many vendors do you have? Because realistically, this business is quite unusual. It's really like no other in Warrensburg, Illinois.
Exactly.
So how many vendors? Tell me how they have found your place and how you've worked that relationship with them.
Well, and this is where I go back to my faith in a lot of avenues within this business, but within our vendors and our employees both, they've literally walked in our doors. When Megan and I started this, it was not what it is today. Never had plans to do what we're doing today. I was going to paint furniture and she was going to cut hair. And as anybody that walks in our doors see, that has totally changed. So God has led myself and this business to a place that you just have to have faith. And I've had faith, and this is where we've gotten with that faith.
All right. So 20 vendors, I think you said. Right around 20 vendors.
20 to 25 booth renters.
Okay.
I sent out 60 checks last month. So some of our vendors are not booth renters. Some of them are mom and dad that are downsizing and the kids don't want their furniture. So there's that part of the business too.
Okay.
We have our showroom, our clothing area, our booth renters, our booth spaces. And then we also have our wholesale consignment as far as furniture that is from the past.
This is a place to come because you can find anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to ask you about this. There's a grocery area. There's a lot of things in there that someone would come into and say, I need that, I can get that, and I can get it right here in this particular location.
Right. And that's one of the things we call our pantry area. We've tried to create is the consumables that you need and you want, and
Exactly.
we're the place. And most of them are either Illinois grown or,
which is great.
yes. We have, salsa, and then Kathy's Kitchen, and we have several items that they have a story, and that's what we try to provide. None of our inventory is something that we got in the catalog and looked at and decided, well, let's carry this. We've all experienced our inventory in one place or another and said, we really like this. I think we need to carry it at the store.
It's unique. I mean, there's so many items that are unique that we've never seen before. And I love that. I love the whole community-based, Illinois-based thing. That makes it even more, I think it's a strong message that's sent. I think people get behind that. I think keeping it local is a good thing. You mentioned a word. It's a great word. It's a word we don't use very often. Vignette. They're vignettes. They're like little areas and
little storefronts. Yeah. When we went to lay out the warehouse, when we decided this was going to be a direction we were going to take, I didn't want your typical antique mall, or I didn't want it to smell like grandma's basement. I wanted to or mothballs. That's right. I wanted it to be clean, neat, pleasant. Not furniture stacked where you couldn't see all the furniture. So we set up guidelines for our vendors, and they are all follow them. All of their booths are made from repurposed or reclaimed items.
Yeah, we noticed.
Yes,
which is amazing.
Yeah, and they're all different and unique in their own selves, and that's what's allowed them to all create their own spaces and be able to create their own little storefronts.
There's a coffee shop here.
It is the 121 Coffee Run.
121 Coffee Run. It's just an extension of what this is, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's an addition to the business that I think it's 7 years ago. I went with a group of friends to St. Louis to similar stores. It was my birthday, and they were like, "What do you want to do?" I want to do market research. I want to go shopping at stores like ours.
Of course you did.
Yes, and in and out of all these stores, we were thirsty, and we were going through drive-ups to get tea or places to get coffee, and it was like, why can't one of these stores provide that within their walls? So that's how that all happened. It all was an idea, and then we had Chad and Tammy Yakeley owned it for 5 years, and then they sold it to Aaron Kevin Collerman. It was just 2 years, and so having that entity within the business. I mean, we rent to them, they own it, they run it, they do a great job. They're open 7 days a week, which good for them and good for our customers.
I love how you put that.
Yes, I mean, I would love there to be enough hours in my week that I could say, yeah, let's open 7 days and I can still have a life, but I can't.
That's
so
great.
we're only open Tuesday through Saturday.
We talked about the fact that you're a faith-based business. We love that, and we love that. Such a strong fabric of the community is the faith in the community, and you display that. Your associates display it. I mean, it really is. It just kind of is an overwhelming feeling, and I love that, and we're grateful.
Well, and that's what we hope you feel.
You would say, I can't do this alone. You've got so many great people. I've met them. They're loyal. They love you, and they love what they're doing. Tell me about how that came about, how you found these people.
Well, and in the beginning, the finances were such that I had to try to do it on my own. And not until I realized that you can invest in a business and you can paint the outside of the building, you can buy new shelving, but truly what helped me and what I look back and reflect on now is it was the people that I invested in that helped grow this business to a point that they, and not only do, again, as they walked in my doors and we had conversations and they loved what we were doing and they were buying into what we were doing here. And to have employees that buy into your vision and your purpose, that it helps you grow together as a team.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. We've got just a great group, and each one of them is like family. And it's just
tell.
It's a, believe me, when you go through the ups and downs of a business, having people that are buying in and working hard to get through all those ups and downs just makes it that much more rewarding.
I get the sense that there is a sense of family within this little community here. Right. And especially when they come in and they're spending time with you, we see them, they bought in, they're willing to help. They really, really enjoy this experience of working here. That's evident. And you've done it. Well done.
Thank you.
Well, we have to at least let people know, listen, you got your hours. Let's do this one more time. When can they come to this wonderful place? Okay.
We're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5.
Okay.
Saturday, 10 to 4.
Got it. That's good.
And then the coffee shop is 6:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday, they're here from 8 to 4. And then on Sunday, I think it's 8 to 2.
I can't believe you
Yeah.
got all those hours correct.
Yeah,
That's
well,
impressive.
let's hope they're correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Close enough.
check out our website.
That's right. Which, speaking of which, perfect segue.
Yeah.
So here it comes. Only at the Pear, not the fruit, PAIR, only at thepear.com
Correct.
website. Phone number 217-672-8822. Wanda Timmons, you are an amazing person, and I cannot thank you enough for inviting us into your community.
Well, I appreciate your community wanting to know about ours.
Dawson Wikoff Funeral Directors, locally owned, locally operated, values-oriented. We're all about building these bridges and meeting these great people in the community. Wanda, you represent Warrensburg well. Thank you.
Thank you.
And on behalf of Dawson and Wikoff Funeral Directors, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for spending time with Wanda and I as part of this great In the Community segment. We look forward to seeing you soon.